Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arkansas's offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking for a crease, it's Russell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Ran through the contact. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for an open man on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Tulane's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for space. It's McClure. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And he pulls it in at the 15. Touchdown, Arkansas! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Takes the easy completion. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period.
Second down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try to pop the draw. Good, solid tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the 1st down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The pull and throw off the RPO. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the...
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Right back to the well. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
They're nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's caught. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside, and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. that his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get free before the break. They got it. It's blocked. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Fires to the tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. New set of downs after that completion. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 40 over Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Finds his tight end. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Unloads it left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Give to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into a...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Green Wave!
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Getting some heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts an absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
The returner is tackled down at the 18, and the Arkansas offense will take over.
The Hogs set. Back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game.
So you've been working on them cold drills.
When they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo.
We're going to commit to the outside. We just got to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions.
My bad, total.
Are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Wow, both of them hit him.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quick toss. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Yeah.
That one will give him the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Gets it out quickly. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Going up top on first down.
Oh, shit.
His man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. On second down, they'll take to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
The aerial assault continues. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that.
He's going up top. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They'll try to run it in. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop after a
That's what we want. The one-on-one.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, I just passed it up. Good job.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Johnson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you're getting a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. The Razorbacks get enough for the first down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Oh, why is you in the game? Fuck. No, I don't want to run that.
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll toss it to the left. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Bro, what the?
They'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football.
Ah, you're right. That shit was frustrating. Because what the fuck was that? You supposed to been on. I should have just hit the drag route. I thought he was the drag though.
And you did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad
Hey,
execution
bullshit.
on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this regard.
Out of the gun, the inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down, and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Quickly complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, that receiver is a grown-ass man out there.
Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? The give to the back. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other.
Touchdown, Tulane! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Flips it out in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and
Fuck.
coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something.
That's not what I want.
Catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
Let's not even play with that.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, just keeps firing. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to move it through the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy catch.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Let's go.
They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Oh, good throw. Perfect throw. He lost it.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
On second down, wants to throw. Pirouettes away from the defense. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Coming after it. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a move. And the returner goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Brought down at the 39 after a... And it'll be a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And I missed it.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good.
And I fucking missed
Guys,
it.
a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He gone.
Makes the catch.
Hit the ball.
Squirts out. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
It's second down.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He's going to pass on second down. Pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
It's now second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10.
Wow.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Double time, hustling.
That's wild.
Stop the clock.
Brings up second and
Get the fuck out of here.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this to tie us up in the final minute. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And after the 3-spot, guys, we're all tied up. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back.
That's
and forth.
crazy.
So of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
First play of the first possession of OT. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Arkansas. They jump on top here in OT.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Arkansas 43, Tulane 36.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. A shot for the end.
Let's go.
Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. He'll go out
Let's
of
go.
bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it.
Good job, fella. Yeah, okay. Sorry, George. Look at Georgia down there at 4. Oh, I can't do nothing else. I gotta get some more points for that.